Well, this is kind of epic. So here's my Twitter feed. You realize that YouTube literally has to pay for a staff of therapists and propagandists to counter all the red pills these 10,000 people get paid to listen to. So I want to share that. I'll talk about that in a second. Here's the 60 Minutes video. By the way, it's 4 minutes and 2 seconds. It was, I think, 4 minutes and like 12 seconds or so. They went behind the scenes and edited it. Because in this video, it shows a piece of Q. This at Storm is Upon Us on Twitter, Joe M, as he calls himself. It was a little segment in there. Well, they realized, oh crap, now people are going to look up what that is, possibly through watching 60 Minutes. We don't want them seeing that. Go edit the video. So someone had tweeted a link to a video. They downloaded it and I guess re-uploaded it, the full amount, the full video. And then instantly copyright claim, CBS copyright claim. And the person put the screenshot up on Twitter. So now it's 4 minutes and 2 seconds. So you don't see the Q part. They don't want you seeing that part. But if you watch this video and you see the CEO of YouTube's facial expressions, I'm pretty sure you don't need to be an expert to come to the conclusion that this woman is extremely nervous. And it appears, again, if someone's lying, they're lying through their teeth. You can see it in their face. And look at her right here. Does that look like a confident person telling a speech? Or does that look like someone who's a little bit nervous? Yeah. Let's go back to the YouTube. I'll go ahead and read it to you. Section, the Susan Wojcicki, however you pronounce her name, in the debate over Section 230. Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act gives tech companies broad leeway over the content users post on their websites. Should it? See 60 Minutes full report on YouTube here. I just want to read you some of the comments. This is the 60 Minutes YouTube channel. Not somebody else's, it's theirs. Top comments. Most thumbs up. Deciding on what real news and fake news. It's so dangerous. Just look at this woman, demonic. Top comment. Next comment. Do you no, you can't indoctrinate people. That's our job. Rubs hands. America has the First Amendment. So-called hate content is not illegal. Thank you, YouTube. Quote, it's harmful if they get the information wrong, end quote, because that's what she said. In this person's comment, Hannah Banana, no, people will make up their own minds. Freedom of speech, that's it. Next comment, sounds like censorship. Next comment, I love how 60 Minutes used their First Amendment right to advocate for censorship. Censorship of any point of view different from theirs. Of course. Next comment, I'm right in a row, comment after comment. So, who gets to decide whether 60 Minutes should have the right to speak or not? We're 60 Minutes, and we should be the ones who decide what is good and proper for you to see, read, and say, says the next comment. Wow. So, this is interesting because there is a section in the 60 Minute video that says, she says, Google has 10,000 employees, which includes for YouTube and all. 10,000 employees to deal with weeding through fake content, illegal content, stuff, bullying and harassment, all the stuff that YouTube tries to police in Google. They've got 10,000 employees. And there's a very interesting section that someone has come to realize based off this 60-minute interview. As part of the 10,000 people, this is the best part. This is fantastic. As part of the 10,000 people's job because they have to look at content, whether that's a video, read something, see pictures, they have to look at it and then determine, no, this we're deleting this out of the database completely. No one will ever see this on YouTube or Google. It's gone. It's, you know, someone uploaded something horrible, you know, whatever. And, you know, so they have to look at it. They have to have human eyes and ears looking at a lot of this stuff so that they can determine, yep, pull that, shut that down, get rid of that, etc. There's a little problem that the CEO of YouTube basically let slip in the 60 Minutes interview. These 10,000 employees they have that do this are getting red-pilled by looking at the content YouTube and Google wants to scrub off the face of the earth. It goes through them. They view it. And some of the stuff they're listening to is making them sit back and think, wait a minute, I didn't know that. Hey, wait, why are we deleting that? I don't think that was that. They're actually red-pilling themselves. All they have to do is be exposed to the content, and that, like that person's comment said, what's right or wrong for someone, let them decide. What's real or fake, let them decide, right? Give me 2 people to vote for, wink, wink, and I'll listen to both and see who I want to vote for. YouTube is saying, no, we wanted to show you one. This is the right one. We've done all the work for you. Trust us. And in that process, 10,000 people helping us. The 10,000 people, excuse me, we got a problem here. Maybe there's a problem with the algorithm because this is a very interesting video this guy put up. This has a lot of, well, truth in it. Did you just say truth? Pack your bags. You're fired. So what was that again? Dave Riley. You realize that YouTube literally has to pay for a staff of therapists and propagandists to counter all the red pills that these 10,000 people get paid, or will get paid to listen to. Again, they're getting paid to listen to all this stuff, many of it which is right-wing type stuff, although right-wing doesn't mean all of a sudden, oh, that's bad. No. It's just the opposite of left, and the left is the fake. Therefore, if that's fake, what does that mean the right is? In my opinion, anyways, it means I think we're right. So again, these people are looking at this stuff and getting red-pilled. And then go back, time out for Jason Smith. Come out, Jason. Oh crap, he got another red pill. We've had 13 today. It's only 2 hours since everyone clocked in. We've already had 13. There's only 150 people in this particular organization. What's the rest of the day going to look like? Well, like yesterday it was 45. By the end of the day, there was 45 people we had to take out of their job and go set them in the propaganda, rehabilitation room. Which is what? Therapists and propagandists. Well, let's go, no, you're not red-pilled. Back over here in the sleep chamber. Here's a bunch of blue pills. When you're done, we're going to double check you. Right? Yep, that's right wing. Yep, that's right wing. That's left. Good boy. Go back to your job. And he's going to be like, yeah, okay, I just told you what you wanted to know. I need to know what the hell else there is in here. I want to know what else there is. Oh my God, no wonder why they're hiding this stuff. No wonder they want us to look at this stuff. They're trying to hide stuff from people. Oh my gosh. That, I think, is what's happening. It's exactly what's happening. Couple comments. Too good. Inadvertently red-pilling the YouTube censors. Former replies on that comment. Like I said. Agree. Can you imagine 10,000 of them? Where are they all? Next one. The truth is on our side. We must remain vigilant and persistent. I regret that I have but 1 like to give for this tweet. In other words, I wish I could give a lot more likes to it, because you can only thumb up it or hit the heart button once. I don't know what's more ridiculous. Stahl coming out, calling anything other than the dominant narrative a conspiracy theory, or the marmot sitting on her head. Okay? So, this is, again, back to QAnon. You are the news now. You are the news now. What do you mean by that? What does he mean by that? The fake news is not the news. They're propagandists. They don't report news. They report lies and propaganda. YouTube, which works with these people, they're all part of the same club, if you will, of elites, leftists, liberals. Well, we own the big tech giants, Google, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We'll just change the algorithms to stop people like JSnip4 and others from getting more viewers. Because he's not a leftist. If he was a leftist, he'd be at maybe 1 million followers by now. Although, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I would be. I don't think there's not enough leftists out there who'd want to follow. That might be all of them in the whole entire country. Oh, there's 1 million of them. Gosh. They're all going to follow my channel? No. But, trust me, YouTube would be promoting the hell out of my channel. I'd be an authoritative source on YouTube. I'd show up. A lot of my videos would come up. I think there's going to be another YouTube purge coming in the near future. The election's right around the corner, and I've said this before. The closer we get to that, the more dangerous the left is going to be. They're going to silence everything. Well, we're not going to take any more advertisements. Twitter, we're not taking any political advertisements anymore, starting right now. Why? Because you know Donald Trump got a war chest full of money ready to advertise, and the Democrats have almost nothing. Therefore, it'll be massively outweighed. They'll have hardly any money to spend on political ads. Donald Trump will own the entire airwaves, so to speak. Advertising space. Oh, no, we're going to make a change. We didn't do this before, but starting right now, we're going to. Again, when we lose, Democrats, when we lose, we just change the rules. No advertising for you. And someone else followed suit. It was either Facebook or, I don't know if it was Google. I thought it was something. One other social media platform. Well, we're going to do that too. We're not going to do that either. I got news for you. You don't have to. It doesn't matter. We've already won and you've already lost. But in all fairness, neither of us know it already. We don't know it yet. We've already won and you've already lost. Neither of us seem to know this yet for some reason. So, if they were to try to take down old Snippy, that only leaves Patreon. I'm only got a Patreon thing going. That's it. And if you want to help support Snippy, you can go to my Patreon channel. It's on the description box below all my YouTube videos in the description box. We've got a little $5 throw JSnip a bone. Got a couple other whatever you call it, tiers after that. But only the second tier matters anyways. It's the $20 tier. Anything I post over there's there. I did do a couple updates. Exploration, that was pretty interesting. I posted over there. And now I'm just kind of waiting to see, is Penny Kelly going to be right? Is my mom, Mama Snip4, she going to be right? Because she said, I feel like at the very end of this year, it's not going to be like last time. Remember when December and January or whatever? In the year before that, it was both down times. I was like, yeah, I remember that. She goes, I'm not feeling like that's going to happen this time. I think it's going to, everyone's going to expect it, and it's not going to happen. Like the opposite. Like we're either going up and we'll be up by the end of the year, or at the end of the year, it will go up. So we'll either be up and it will stay up, is what she said, or we will start going up right then. Like, okay, so we're getting closer, boom, rally, another rally kind of a thing. And then as she said, it stays up, whatever that means. Of course, cryptos go up and down, but her words to me were, it stays up. So we'll see. I mean, today's December the 2nd. You'll see this tomorrow, the 3rd. And, I mean, we got a month basically to see if this happens. Now, granted, December to January, technically speaking, those 2 months are the most important. But she felt like, again, end of the year. End of the year is the end of the year. January is not the end of the year no more. But it was always December and January that she told me specifically about. So we'll see. But I don't know. Remains to be seen. I bought some in the recent times, some crypto. I had that side cash. I was waiting nearly 3 months to deal with. Okay, got it. Went low enough, grabbed some more. And now I'm just sitting, basically trying to do a little trade. And I got my little trade bot going for my Patreons. But I've got to change something with the Populus. I can now trade Populus on this trade bot. And Bitcoin and Populus, actually. So I'm going to change, which I just did to the 30-minute on Bitcoin in the program, so that it listens for the buy signal. And then when it does it, if it sees a 1% gain, it will immediately sell the Bitcoin. However, if it doesn't see a 1% gain, yet a sell signal triggers, like maybe a market dump was about to come and the sell signal triggered, it didn't hit 1%, well, it's going to sell anyways because the sell signal triggered. But what this basically does is as soon as it sees a percent, boom, grabs it. Because I was looking back at the charts like, man, there's quite a bit of scrapage, if you will, of 1% that could have been made. So I changed that recently. But now with Populus, I don't have that feature. It just listens to the buy and sell for Populus. I want to also add maybe like a 3% move. Although even on the Bitcoin, you can select 1%, 1.5%, 2%, 2.5%, 3%, if you want. But I'm leaving mine at 1%. But if I do it with Populus, same story. But I think because Populus moves percentage-wise quite a bit more, maybe set that to like at least starting at 3%. That way, same thing happens. Buy signal comes in, it buys, okay, waits for 3%. If it sees it, it sells. If it doesn't, the next sell signal that comes in, it'll sell then anyways. But it can't sell, it will never sell and make a profit if the sell signal comes, because that means your 3% didn't come and it's triggering a sell, which means it's telling you to get the heck out of there. Now, granted, if by chance it was up 2% or 1% and a sell signal came in, well, technically it would sell and there'd be a little profit there. But trying to fine tune and tweak this thing. I've been playing with this thing for the last like 3 or 4 months, and I think I've got a strategy or a algorithm, if you will, some changes that may make this thing finally start to get quite a few wins under its belts rather than win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, 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 that you typically see. And of course, we're in a, it's still somewhat of a down market. I mean, it's flat, it goes up a little bit, comes down. It's not the most ideal time to be running something like this. But even so, I'm like, 1% there, another 1% there. Man, we could have grabbed that several times. 1%, 1%, I'll take 1%. I'll take that any day. So anyways, I'm working on that this week, and we'll see what this week has in store. Now, next week is the 9th, Inspector General report. Unless they release it early or postpone it. Maybe they're waiting on a little false flag kind of thing. Oh, let's wait. Okay, now let's release it. Don't know. Take care.